Hello, lovely people. It's Leah, and welcome to part 7 of 13 Days of Halloween. We are officially halfway through the series. I'm so excited to be here. It's been an incredible time doing Halloween-themed activities all month long, and one of the best parts of Halloween, in my opinion, is dressing up, costumes, which is what we're working on today. But no, not my Halloween costume. Today we are working on my Comic-Con costume. And this is not so much a tutorial as it is a freak out because I have to leave for New Jersey in 3 days and I have so much left to do on my Comic-Con costume. Here's the situation. The second weekend in October, the Friday the 13th weekend of October, I have a lot going on. Originally, I was flying to New Jersey anyway, because on that Sunday, the 15th, my cousin is getting married. Turns out it is the same weekend as New York Comic Con, so myself and my friend Diana bought tickets for Saturday. And then on top of that, I found out that my short film, When It Pays, got into the Smodcastle Film Festival, which is happening all weekend long, and our film showing is that Friday. I'm taking a red-eye out on Wednesday night to get in on Thursday, and today is Sunday, so we've got a lot to do with not a lot of time. I showed the first part of this cosplay. I can link that up in the cards. That was the Kirishima mask that I made. Kirishima is a character from My Hero Academia, and so to finish off the cosplay, I have to make these big gears that he wears on his shoulders and a belt buckle. Wish me luck. But before we get to that, we of course have our advent calendar and our tarot card pull. Here we are for door number 7. I've been hoping for a green. Yes. This is called Neon Dystopia. And what a great Halloween color. Oh, also check out my nails right now. I used the colors from the previous 2 days to do some clouds. How cute. So yeah, normally I would have all of my colors displayed here, but a lot of them I was using the base coat, I was using the little dot tool, and then the 2 last day colors whose names I don't remember, but one of them was like a gray shimmery thing, which is what I used for the clouds, and the other one was like a purple shimmer. I'm having a lot of fun with manicures. Let me know in the comments below if you would like to see a Halloween themed nail art video, just like I did the bloody nails a few videos ago. I could do other Halloween themed nail art. I think that could be fun. Let me know, comment down below. And now it's time for the tarot read. King of Swords, not reversed. Keywords: professional, rational, ambitious. The King of Swords enforces communally defined rules and standards of safety, justice, or intellectual rigor. He is ambitious, intellectual, charming, rational-minded, and has good judgment. Okay, another one I don't really connect with. It doesn't really spark anything. I guess I could read up more about it. You know, my little book doesn't say everything, so. But anyway, I'm going to straighten up my office a little bit, get together all the materials that I need, and I'll see you in the cosplay corner to crunch this costume. If you're unfamiliar, the con crunch is when a cosplayer waits to the last minute to finish their costume. And every year we say, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna have this stuff ready months in advance. And then every year, the con crunch takes hold of us. than I thought it would be, but that's okay. We're getting somewhere. Okay, so we have everything cut out for the first gear. And if this all goes well, realistically, we just repeat. So we had these two pieces, which I've now pinned together. I'm gonna have to glue them. But we've got the thicker piece here and then the thinner gear part on top. So it's gonna sit like this. Well, sorry, the other way. The gear part goes on the outside. Sit like that. Then we have the second piece that will sit here, which obviously it's hard to see it right now because they'll be connected with this piece that I made. This I'm stressed about because it basically needs to go along the outer edge. This is confusing to show, but if these are sitting next to each other, that long piece is going to sort of wrap the length of this, and then a second piece needs to wrap around this part here. I'm not sure if this is going to be long enough for both of those, so we're going to prioritize the outer edge, and then the inner edge, if we don't have enough of this, we'll see. But I'm gonna go put this together. I'm going to contact cement these two pieces together and these two pieces, and same thing, we're gonna use contact cement to put this ledge here. So this is about how thick it will be on my shoulder. I'm stressed, but the goal today is to put together both of the gears and then prime it with white paint so that tomorrow we can paint it with red paint. Fingers crossed that we can do this. Cutting has been a lot more difficult than I thought it would be, especially with these thicker pieces. Okay, time to get to gluing. Progress report. I gave up filming a little bit. Did the lights just flicker? Spooky. 13 days of Halloween. Anyway, let me know if you see anything behind me. Okay, now I made myself nervous. No, it's fine. We're good. I kind of stopped filming because I was just getting really into it, and sometimes it's just hard to set a nice shot and also work efficiently. So I just had to get a little down into it, mostly because I've never worked with foam this thick before. The biggest foam project that I ever did was Starfire. So that had this big piece around my neck area and it kind of like came down to my chest. There was a big gem on it. And that actually came out really good. I did that with a thinner foam, so I had more mobility. I think it was only like 2 millimeters thick, which is the thickness of this part right here. Yeah, that's how thick it was. Maybe a teensy bit thicker. That's very easy to work with because you can cut through it easily. This 10 millimeter foam, and on the mask, I think I was using 4 and 6 millimeter foam, maybe 8, I don't know, in the 4 to 10 range, with majority of this project being 10, is very thick. So you have to keep your keep your narf sharp. You have to keep your knife sharp. I wasn't really sharpening it as much as I should be, even though I literally bought a sharpener for this reason. I ran into the same problem with the mask. So yeah, I just think there's a learning curve to using a new material. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. There's a few places that are more questionable than others. But this is the progress I've made. So this one I'm almost done with, and this one has more to do. If I did this again, what I would have done is try to lay 2 of these on top of each other and cut them together so I knew they were exactly the same size. Because what I have to do now is add these strips here, which are like 1 1/4 thick and I think 5 inches long. This is 4 inches wide altogether. So a little bit more gets added with these extra connecting pieces. But yeah, so I'm adding these here to add more dimension. So it's 3D. So on the front, it'll look like that. And then from the top, it'll look like this, like a gear. Pretty cool. but it's not perfect. Like, I still have to glue these down, but these don't line up great. It's not perfect, but it's fine. And then also for this front edge, I thought that this was supposed to be flush, but it wasn't. I noticed on this one, it's kind of got the same amount of gap between, so it looks intentional. On the back side, hello. God, I'm feeling goofy tonight. On the back side, it kind of just looks like I messed up because there's only like a little bit of a gap here and there. This just looks really funny. Should this be the thumbnail? I don't know if people will get it. I'm not gonna worry about it. At first I was like, should I add another piece on top of it? No, I'm probably just gonna wear it with the side that doesn't look as good. Oh my God, these are so hard to put on. There we go. I'm gonna Velcro it so it'll stay, but that's like what it'll sit like. I'll put the bad side on the inside because you can't see it. And luckily on this side, I haven't obviously put the other gear piece on the front, but on this side, I think it looks pretty good in terms of the spacing being the same in this gap here, so it looks intentional. So that'll probably be the front of the other side. Anyway, I'm gonna take a food break. I am going to finish constructing the gears. Another thing we need to worry about is the inside. So right now it's open. I'd like to close it, which means I just need to put another strip. So let me explain everything that you missed. There are these side pieces. It's two connecting pieces. So one of them has the gear bits, one of them doesn't. Double that on the other side. And then we've got this long strip connecting all of it, making it strong and sturdy. So I basically just had to snake that along the outer edges of these curved parts. And now what I'm doing is I'm adding these long pieces here to make it look like a 3D gear. The last piece I need to add in is on the inside. The same way we had this long piece snaking along the outside, we have to add one folding in on the inside. And then we can paint it. Yay. Okay, but I'm gonna eat first. And again, I'm not worrying that it's not that even. Like, that really doesn't line up at all. Oh well, that's actually the inner side. Ooh, now that I've actually decided which is the inner and which is the outer side, I gotta focus on the outer side looking better. Good information to know. Okay, food time. Hello. As you can believe it, I didn't do any more work last night. I made my dinner, I watched TV, and I went to sleep. I got relaxed. I also got a little panicked. Oh my gosh, I just started stressing out, like, number one, that these aren't straight. I literally can't tell. And at this point, I just gotta go with it. I just gotta line them up, but I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure these are straight. I think once it's on and the whole ensemble is together, no one's going to be looking at these fine details. And as things get painted, I know that it will improve the look of this. I'm just a little stressed out about it right now, number one. And then number two, I made these so big. Like, why did I make this so wide? It fits, and I think it looks cool, but I'm just like thinking logistically because it's so big. It sits really far up, and I basically need to Velcro it down to the shirt that I'm wearing, and I'm just slightly worried it's not really gonna have a good point to Velcro onto, and then my aunt is calling me. Hold that thought. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm back. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was talking about how wide these are. They are too wide. And I'm worried there won't be a good point on the shirt to Velcro them. It's hard to tell now because like, they're obviously not gonna stay very well. But I'm also like, that looks so weird. Should it be like more angled? Like that? Oh yeah, that's better. So it kind of like goes with the curve of my arm. Does that make sense? Huh, I'm gonna have to play with it. I just have to stand like this the whole time. That looks good. When I put my arm down, it looks really stupid though, but that looks cool. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish that they were thinner. I think if they were like half the size. The problem was on the pattern that I bought, it didn't tell you how wide to make it, I don't think. No, it did not tell you how wide to make it, I'm pretty sure. So I just sort of eyeballed it off of his, and his looked really big, but I didn't measure it up to my shoulder before I, glued it all together. Try on first, Leah. So last night I just had to put it aside because I didn't want to make a rash decision and start pulling everything apart because contact cement is very hard to lift up once it's cemented. In hindsight, last night the contact cement would have still been drying a little bit. So it would have been easier to pull everything apart without damaging everything. But because I waited, I kind of took the choice away from me, and yeah, none of this is coming apart. It's not coming off. I'm stuck with it being this wide, and we're just gonna go with it. Nothing to be done. So we're gonna keep going. This was the one that was mostly finished. So we're gonna keep putting on these little bits and it's gonna be great. We're gonna paint this by tonight. Definitely first coat, maybe second. It's still pretty early in the day. And I did all my work already. I just took a break because I needed to live stream, which I do every Tuesday night. We're down to about 24 hours before I need to get on an airplane and I run out of time, but we're in good shape. Before the live stream, I was able to finish the first one. The only thing left to do is to add just the piece in the center to kind of like close this in, and it'll also give me a better place to put the Velcro that's going to attach to the shirt. For now, we're gonna put this one away, start working on the other one. Yeah, this came out pretty good. It did, I don't know how this happened because like these are the same patterns on both sides, but this side is definitely straight. All of these are straight across, and this is gonna be the front, so it's fine that the back is a little wonky, but the back is not as straight. And I just don't know how it got off track if it's the same pattern, but anyway, they aren't even. That's why. They aren't even. Yeah, even so, they're still not even. They're a little off, which means I need to be aware of that and make sure I'm lining up the correct sides on the next one that I do. But good to know that they are not even. But I think this looks great. I'm very happy with this. I'm gonna make the second one and then I'll catch up with you guys once I'm ready to add in these center pieces. We're making progress. Everything is now primed. The only thing that's still drying is the little R, which I'm gonna put on a belt buckle. I totally forgot about that. And then yesterday when I was painting, I realized I needed to cut that out too. So I did that. But yeah, these are both painted, looking good. So we're gonna add some red paint. Very close to being finished. We are so close to finishing. I just washed my hair, so don't mind me. But let me show you the last steps I did on this cosplay. So I still need to do this to the second one, so you'll see me do it, but I basically just finished this by brushing it with some black paint, just to give it a little bit more dimension. So if you look at them next to each other, you can like see this one just looks so much deeper. So we're gonna repeat the process here, then on the belt buckle. Then I'm going to, oh, this is still a little wet. Then I'm going to take some elastic, size it to the belt I'm going to wear, and attach it on the back of the belt buckle so I could slide it onto the belt right to the center. All right, so let me show you how I painted this. Pretty simple. So there are a few final little construction things that I can do in New Jersey. I still have a day, so I'm going to leave it out to dry, get it all packed, and I will see you at New York Comic Con. Welcome to New York Comic Con 2023. Check back next week for a full vlog of our experience here, but this is the full cosplay. Check her out. She's hot.
Let it go, 얼어붙어 like whoa 띵하고 어지러워 I see 한여름에도 난 겨울 Yeah, girl you cold blood Yeah, 너와 있을 때 I swear 제가 먼저 zero 폭설한 그 chill day